Good afternoon. I have another chapter of Poppy and Rye for you. This is chapter 7, and it's called Mr. Castor, B. Canad, and Company. The Beaver's Lodge was a large domed structure made of sticks and twigs, plastered over with mud. To get inside the lodge, the beavers, just as Valerian had informed Rye, had to swim through an underwater tunnel. Though a small vent hole at the top of the dome provided some fresh air, it was hot and humid inside the lodge. The little light there was came from the sporadic flashing light of fireflies, which the beavers had snared and brought into the lodge for just that purpose. Standing at the far end of the lodge was Mr. Castor P. Canad. Looking around, paws contentedly folded over his potbelly, he liked what he saw. 12 beavers, family all, sitting on their tails paying close attention to him. Wife, child, cousin, brother, or sister, he treated them all with total equality. That is to say, he was everybody's boss. He offered up a ripe, toothy smile. In one of Mr. Canad's paws was a branch, a pointer. Next to him was a large sheet of bark, which he had attached to a wall. The bark bore a drawing of the new pond the beavers had created. "All right, then," Mr. Canad began, tapping his stick against the drawing. "Here's what we've constructed. The dam. Mighty fine dam, too, if I say so myself. Yes, sir, when Canad and Company builds a dam, we don't let the grass grow under our feet, do we?" "Way to go, Cass," murmured a few of the beavers, slapping their tails down on the mud floor of the lodge by way of approval. "Okay," Mr. Canad continued, "every journey begins with a step. But it's plain as the nose on your face we're going to build the biggest, best, most profitable pond in the whole country. Honest to goodness, as the day is long, take my word for it, we are. You know what the old philosopher said, if you can't see the forest for the trees, chew the trees down. Okay, good news and bad news. The good news is that so far we've done a fine job on the pond. Peachy keno job." Mr. Canad tapped the map with his stick. "Bad news," he went on with a good-natured chuckle. "Rome wasn't built in a day either. Which reminds me, has anyone come up with a good name for this project? The locals call the brook the brook. Hey, dull as ditch water. Can't sell lodges by calling them the brook. Far as I'm concerned, it doesn't hit the nail on the head." "Hey, Cass," one of the beavers called out, "what about Wet Wonderland?" Or Welcome Water World, suggested another. Mud Flats, offered a third. To each suggestion, Mr. Canad offered up a toothy smile. "Fine, fine," he said. "Keep those thinking caps on. Those names are A-OK. What we need, though, is something that hits folks square in the eye. Something strong, dynamic, that goes over the top, scores a bullseye, is a hole-in-one, the whole 10 yards, a knockout-in-one, slam dunk. I'm telling you, straight from the heart, there's nothing I admire more than originality, as long as it fits the bill. So, sure as the sun rises in the morning, I put on my thinking cap and came up with, this should knock your front teeth cockeyed, Canad's Cute Condos. Says it all, don't you know? Canad's Cute Condos. Has a solid ring to it, wouldn't you say? The real plastic." There was a general thumping of tails. Here's all the beavers gathered together. "Okay, we agree. From here on out, we call this project Canad's Cute Condos. Now," Mr. Canad continued, using his stick to clarify his ideas, "with the dam built here, Canad's Cute Condos will extend its boundaries. Here, here, here. How do you like them wood chips?" he grinned, exposing his orange buck teeth to the fullest. Tails thumped. "As for lodges, we'll scatter them here, 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 plus a few more canals over here." Mr. Canad pointed to different places on the bark. "I know this is a lot of work, but don't forget the turtle, the hare, or the Alamo. We don't want to let the grass grow under our feet, which is okay, except we want water under our feet. The more the better. If there's one thing I can tell you, Canad's Cute Condos will be wet." "My loyal, hard-working company," Mr. Canad continued. "We're the original eager beavers. Canad and Company has never shied from hard work. Never will. Yes, sir, if better ponds are to be built, Canad and Company will build them. Any questions?" One of the beavers raised a paw. "Yes, Clara?" I've received a complaint about what we're doing here. Rather rudely put, too, I'm afraid. Mr. Kanad nodded sagely. Hard to believe, sweetheart. But there are those who want life to go on the way it always has. Can't stand progress. Resist it. Okay, let's be sensitive to these folks. Pity them. They don't understand they're sitting right smack dab in the middle of the future. So be patient, but get on with the job. Be understanding, but don't give an inch. Keep saying progress without pain till they believe it. Anyway, little folks can't do much about us, not by a long shot. Or a short one, he added with a chuckle. What if they make trouble? Asked one of the other beavers. Okay, I've been around the pond a few times. Talk is cheap. Actions speak louder than words. A flat whack of the old tail solves most problems. Hey, the bottom line is, we've got bigger bottoms. The lodge rippled with laughter and a few tail slaps. All right then, Mr. Kanad concluded. Don't have to remind you there's work to be done. I'll be by your side. Don't want to hear about any beaver who isn't busy. Hang in there. Be fresh as a daisy. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. And finally, from the bottom of my heart and from the top as well as the sides and also the middle, I want to say to you all, and I really mean this, really I do with all my soul, honestly, sincerely, have a nice day. And that's the end of Chapter 7. We will continue with Poppy and Rye on Monday with Chapter Upon the Meadow. Have a great weekend, everybody.